Left with no options, Jesse dials up Walt from a payphone that night, and they catch each other up on how the plan is going. Walt's all about firing up the RV again to cook, but Jesse ain't feeling that. Walt hits him with the, "What's changed?" and then straight hangs up on Jesse. Why? How are you going to ask me a question like that and then hang up? Because there's an answer to it.
No, that was a rhetorical question.
Fuck that. Because a lot has changed.
What's changed?
They don't have any distribution. There's no meth lab.
Yeah, there is. They still have all the equipment.
They have the equipment, but it's in lockup. They had to get it because Clovis has
it. It's in Clovis's shit. Okay,
so they got to pay for that, and Jesse doesn't have the money to pay for it.
Walt does,
but like they haven't even talked about that.
A minor detail, though. I can understand why Walt's not concerned. They have a lab.
They officially have no muscle.
They never had any muscle.
They were working with Crazy 8, and then they were working with Tuco.
Those were not their muscle.
It wasn't their muscle.
They were the ones getting muscled.
I understand that.
If anything, they have no ops anymore. That's what Walter sees.
But at the same time, I feel like if you are working in conjunction with somebody's operation, right, you become an asset to them, and they have an interest in protecting their assets. So their muscle becomes your muscle.
But I'm saying Tuco had no interest in protecting that asset. They never had any protection from nobody.
No interest in protecting that asset. He made more money faster than
I guess he was going to send him to Mexico.
Mexico.
I guess that's good.
That was only his. That was the only. Yeah.
But I don't.
That was his plan on how to protect Walter White. As
will be the distribution, pal. Fuck it. Lab, we still have all the equipment. We just got to go get the RV.
Walter doesn't even have a distribution center. Like, he doesn't have an operation.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
They never get to it. They never get distribution that's stronger than Tuco's until they find Gus.
And that little midpoint, there's not very many episodes left until Gus.
I understand that, but like that has changed, and it has to change back for them to start making at least as much money as they were making.
We still need Combo to get killed. They try their own distribution. That's what's next. What's next is Badger, fucking.
Yo, man, I'm Skinny Pete.
Skinny Pete and Combo selling for them. They're the distributors now.
Yeah, I get that.
And they move into territory they shouldn't,
but they can't start cooking until they.
Until they get the RV
I wouldn't
back.
Start producing until we got
the RV back.
All the things that have changed need to change back. All the things that have changed need to change back before we can cook it.
They still have an RV. They still have the equipment.
The DEA are now paying attention to Jesse.
Not as much as they should be.
No, they shouldn't. But they don't know that. That has changed. The DEA is now watching my partner like a hawk.
At least that's what you would think. For some reason, they don't. No, because
that's what I would think.
They don't have shit on him. That's what I would think too. But I guess in their minds, the DEA has nothing on Jesse.
They have circumstantial evidence, and circumstantial evidence isn't enough for them to book Jesse, but it's enough for them to watch him. And they don't know that. We know that the DEA aren't going to pay enough attention to Jesse because we've seen the series at least 3 times each by now. But if we're in the moment. I don't know.
I'd be scared as fuck in the moment. Like, bro, Walter, I'm not cooking any more meth.
Yeah,
like,
it's too hot right now.
You weren't just. This is another one of those situations where, like, Walter, you didn't get beat up by Tuco Salamanca. I got beat up by Tuco Salamanca.
Yeah, you didn't get arrested.
You didn't get interrogated by the DEA. I got interrogated by the DEA. They didn't take your $70,000. They took my $70,000.
That too. Jesse, like, Walter still has his money.
Yeah.
And Jesse's the one who's apprehensive about cooking. Like, Jesse is broke.
$80 to his name.
He should be the one who's like trying to cook to get some money, but the fact that he's not should show Walter that, like,
Walter doesn't give a fuck.
He really doesn't. He
hasn't caught any repercussions yet.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's about to. I mean, the whole shit with his family, but not any like real ones. He hasn't caught any repercussions.
Compared to all the shit Jesse goes through, Walter doesn't catch anything really heavy until Hank dies. They should have killed Skyler or fucking Walter Jr. They give Walter these family elements that could have been manipulated more, and they never touch them. They just make them inconvenient obstacles in his life.
Yeah.
But, like, nobody got kidnapped or anything. Like
the first threat to his family is with Tuco.
I like doing business with a family, man. There's always a lot of collateral.
And Tuco is dead by the end of that day that he learns about his family. Like, almost within hours. No, for real, within hours. So it never becomes like a credible, tangible threat. And then they had their meth lab parked in Jesse's driveway for the longest. They can't do that shit no more. I mean, they can, but I wouldn't.
Hell no.
They have to figure some shit out before they can start cooking again. And Jesse, I feel like Jesse just doesn't, he's not smart enough to be able to articulate that and really tell Walt, like, but if Walt would have stayed on the phone, that's what I would have been like. What's changed? Like a lot? DA are on my ass. The cops are watching me. We don't have a lab right now. It's in somebody's impound.
I don't think, because Walter has a better grasp of the law than Jesse, I don't think Walter would have let anything Jesse said law-wise. Once he found out that, like, they didn't have shit on them, that was all Walter needed to hear. They can't prove anything. Walter knows enough to talk his way out of this shit. He does it, like, maybe not next episode, but the episode after that, when fucking Hank has Jesse holed up in the RV.
Yeah, that's...
And Walter is talking to him on the phone, telling him what to say.
How could you have known that they were there before you took off?
And how come you're here by yourself? I mean, if this was a legitimate...
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, like, I'm not saying that it's impossible for them to start back cooking. I'm saying that Walter is in too much of a hurry. Like, it's time to step back, evaluate our situation, make some decisions, and then we can start.
I feel like Walter has been sitting in this bed. He's been doing nothing but sitting back and reevaluating and making decisions.
No.
Whole time he's been in the hospital, he's probably bored.
But he's only making decisions based on, like, the limited information that he has. He doesn't have enough.
Look at you just writing a synopsis of the entire show.
Yeah. That's Breaking Bad.